Hi, so this video is going to talk about all of the vocabulary that you need to know in order to do nomenclature. You can memorize the rules all day, but if you don't know what the heck the words are that are in the rules, you're going to have a hard time. So this is, really a great place to start for anyone who is struggling with nomenclature or who is just beginning nomenclature. Okay, so first thing, especially with the different types of compounds, basically we have to know what the different types of compounds are. So for our class, our purposes, in Mrs. Cook's own words, a covalent compound is one that is made of two or more non-metals. So non-metals are on the right side. So if we have our staircase on the periodic table over here, these are my non-metals. An ionic compound is made of two ions. So basically that means one cation and one anion. And if I, again, look at the periodic table, cations are over on this side of the periodic table, the left of the staircase, and anions are my non-metals. Those are on the right side of the periodic table. So now I guess we should define cation and anion. So a cation always comes first in an ionic compound. And it's a particle, so it's a particle with a positive charge. And in order to remember that, I say cats have paws. Positive cats. Cats have paws. Cats have paws. Like paws, but positive. Okay, moving on. And then an anion, hopefully that's obvious, is second in an ionic compound. And it's a particle with, anyone? A negative charge. And I don't have any clever saying for that, but basically anions are not cations, and cations have paws and positive, and so obviously anions are negative by process of elimination. So that's what we do. And then going back here, I guess this isn't really part of the vocabulary, but it is important to know that covalent compounds share their electrons. And so they're a little bit weaker, they're the weaker of the two types. And then ionic compounds transfer their electrons. And that transfer of electrons is where the charged particles come in. If I have sodium, he has one valence electron. Chlorine, he has 7 valence electrons. And so if they, meet each other, sodium's going to be like, here, take this. And chlorine's going to be like, thank you. And sodium's going to be +1 and chlorine's going to be -1 because he lost an electron and chlorine gained an electron. And now they're going to come together and they're going to be NaCl, and they're going to be neutral because 1 plus -1 equals 0. And that's just a match made in heaven right there. So these are the 4 main things that I think you really need to know in order to have a conversation about nomenclature, in order to be able to, identify what the compounds are, in order to understand the rules for each type of compound. So hopefully this helps. And I know I talked fast, so if you need to, just rewatch the video and, pick up anything that you missed.